Maybe we'll do this like as the first, do something like just like the. You live on IG too?
Yeah, it should. I just hit go live on that joint.
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and we're live.
Okay. All right, guys. Welcome to another episode of Exposure Runs the podcast. We're trying something different this particular episode. We're going live on our Instagram and we're going live on YouTube. You can go over to AGM Plus on YouTube to watch this episode. I appreciate everybody tapping in. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to talk about these city playoffs. We are going down to the city playoffs tonight. Championship game between Julian Jaguars and Horizon Academy Southwest. They playing for the championship game down at UIC. So we're going to go down there and check them out. But as you see here in front of me, I have, I did a little research. We're going to do our picks. The last time I did this, I ran into a coach of a team that I picked against. And he pulled up on me in the parking lot like baby boy. Remember how the boy pulled up on Tyrese? Yeah. That's how he pulled up on me. He rolled up, right? And he rolled down his window a little bit. Thankfully it wasn't tinted. I could see in there. Okay. Right? He rode up on me and the car slowed down and I'm like about to cross and I don't say nothing. And then he rolled his window like, "Exposure runs, you picked against us." Ah! That shit was funny as hell. And so I'll probably get that again. So anyway, for tonight's game, I don't know much about Horizon Southwest. They did make it to the championship game. And what I do know is when I looked, I saw that they were, if I am correct in this, and I hopefully maybe Parham will pull up on this and correct me, they were undefeated in their conference. I think they had about 2, maybe 3 losses, but Horizon was undefeated in their conference. But they're playing Julian Jaguars, Percy Julian. Obviously, Steve Parham is a friend of the show. I'm going with Parham. I'm going with Parham. Like, Philadelphians, we are painfully loyal. We stick with the Eagles. We stick with the Flyers. We stick with the Sixers. We stick with the Phillies.
I go the same way. We stick with the Bears.
Okay.
We stick with the Cubs for
hundreds of years. Huh? Yeah. All right. So I'm loyal. No disrespect to Horizon. You guys undefeated in conference. I made it to the championship game, which is no small feat. But y'all going up against a friend. So one thing I do know about Chicago is like if you friends with somebody and they got ops, they now become your ops. So, and when I say ops, I say that in the most pleasant and playful way possible. Like I don't want no violent smoke. I don't want no violent smoke. Oh, Coach Andre, wait till we get to y'all's, Andre. He said we better be at UIC on Wednesday night. So I guess we got to be there. And we were coming anyway, but we was coming anyway. We was coming in. All right, so we already done picked Julian tonight. Against Horizon for the championship game down at UIC for the city playoff championship. So we're going with that. So we're going to go ahead and put that to the side. Next up. Oh, somebody said they predict Curie winning it all. All right. Oh. So ladies first before. That is big talk. Big talk. That is big talk. All right. So for the ladies, we got quarterfinal was tonight. The semifinal was on the 7th, and the championship games are on the 10th. So for tonight games, you got Kenwood versus Taft. Of course, we're going to select Kenwood for that game. You saw Coach Lewis was already on our wall there. He threatened us. I don't want no smoke from him. I've seen him coach, and I don't want to get choked up. And so we picking Kenwood for that game tonight. Sorry, Taft. Good luck with the rest of y'all season after tonight. Okay. So we're going to do that. After that, we got Hyde Park versus Lane Tech. Of course, we are Picking Hyde Park, friends of the show, Coach Corey Morgan and Coach McDaniel, Bree's mom, friends to the show. We picking Hyde Park for that game. They playing the Lane Tech females. All right, we picking. We going with what we know. Like I said, we are painfully loyal in that. So we picking Hyde Park in that game. We got Phillips and Westinghouse. That Lady Phillips and Lady Westinghouse. So here's the crazy thing. The boys and for both schools are in the playoffs too. Because I was going to say, damn, which one is, in the boys' side? Both those schools is on the boys' bracket. Damn, this is tough. I don't know much about the girls of Phillips or Westinghouse. So this is what I'm going to do. They are playing each other on the boys. They are. That is a coincidence. Ooh, this is going to be tough.
What y'all think in the chat?
Yeah, let's come back to that. Girls. Oh, somebody said Lane Tech girls is pretty good this year. Okay, but we picking Hyde Park in that game. So we'll see. Who y'all think gonna win out of Phillips and Westinghouse? I'm gonna come back to that one. I don't know. All right, so for the last game, we got Perspectives and Whitney Young. I mean, Coach Chrissy might as well bring a belt. That's gonna be belt. I can't say belt to asses because that wouldn't be right because these are females, so I don't want to be disrespectful. So just say belt. They just bring the belt, Coach Chrissy. All right, somebody said they got Westinghouse in that girls game. All right, that's one. But for Whitney Young and Perspectives, no disrespect to the Perspectives team, but of course, playfully and very positively, we ride with Coach Chrissy, so she got ops, we got ops. So y'all ops, respectfully and playfully, of course. So we're going with Coach Chrissy. Back to this Westinghouse and Phillips game. I don't know. I don't even got a coin on me to flip. You got a coin? We can flip a coin. If you got a coin, we can flip a coin. If you got a coin, we're going to flip a coin. You ain't got no coin? All right. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to go with
Rock, paper, scissors.
rock, paper, scissors.
That's out of 3.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors it is. All right, let's go. I'll take Westinghouse. You take Phillips? 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Come on,
1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Damn, okay, that's one. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Got your ass. All right, 1-1.
Yeah, let's go.
This the tiebreaker.
That's it. That's yours on camera.
Start over.
All right.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Mm.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Got your ass. Westinghouse it is. There we go, baby. Westinghouse is going to win that. We writing it down. We did it fair and square, Westinghouse. All right. Now let's get to this boys. All right. For the boys game. All right. So games tomorrow, the Elite 8 to go to the Final 4. We have Westinghouse versus Phillips. We got Coach Rafi Fields and DJ Bolden versus Coach, is it Corey Joyner and Amari Phillips. Now, Amari is tough. DJ is tough. DJ is tough. This is a tough game to pick. This is a really tough game to pick. I'm picking Westinghouse. I like Westinghouse. I do. But here's the thing. Phillips, I believe, came back and won against Hyde Park, if I'm not mistaken. But every game that I've either seen on a stream, because I haven't been to any of their games, I did catch Westinghouse we caught Westinghouse at the Dipper. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to make it out to any of Phillips' games, but I know Amari Phillips, right? I've seen him play, and he ain't gonna just lay down. And I know he might not like always being talked about as it relates to his height, but he's usually one of the smallest guys on the floor, but he always plays the biggest. So I'm picking Westinghouse, right? But I do feel like Amari's gonna give them a little work out there. and he got a nice little supporting cast. Some hitters out there with him. But I'm picking Westinghouse. I think DJ is going to lead that squad. Obviously, being coached by Coach Rafi, I think they're going to come out on top. So I'm writing Westinghouse down on that one. I'm taking Westinghouse in the Elite Eight. So we're going to hit them right there. And then we got Kenwood versus Lincoln Park. Now, this is tough. Lincoln Park just beat Lindblom. I know everybody expected Lindblom to win. Lincoln Park has been playing their asses off. They're coached by Josh Anderson. He's coming on the show on the 17th. All right. Coach to NBA superstar, former veteran Nick Anderson. I mean, I don't know, just kind of throwing that out there. I don't know if that has any bearing on anything at all, but, we're just going to go ahead and say that. We're just going to say that. So we got Josh Anderson. He has Larry Harris and Chase Turner, and they're going against Kenwood.
What a game.
That's going to be a game. Of course, you got, Mike Irvin. He leading that squad. Then he got friend to the show, Chris Riddle. He got new friend to the show, Alex Austin. Then they got the shorty, Devin Cleveland. Now, Devin got basketball pedigree in his family. That's going to be a good-ass game. Well, first of all, just because I named them three on Kenwood's roster, they got other – that don't mean that's it. Let's not do that because they still got Calvin. They got Big Calvin, right? People not really talk about Big Calvin, and Calvin is liable to take over a game anytime he wants. Calvin could kind of like give you 20 and 10 in his sleep if he wanted to. If he wanted to, Calvin can give you 20 and 10 in his sleep. But Kenwood, Lincoln Park, I'm going to go with Kenwood. And I'm going to have the answer to this from Coach Josh when he up here. Oh, he gonna give me the business.
And if it goes down the way in his favor,
he's gonna save that. he gonna save that. First of all, because he beat Kenwood, and then it's like you picked against me. He might be the coach that roll up on me. Yeah, he might be the coach that roll up on me. Yeah.
If that holds out to be what it is, we gotta stay true to.
Yeah. So we got Chris friend to the show, new friend Alex, and then of course you got Dev, which we're trying to get Dev up here on the show. So we'll see how that work out soon. But we gonna ride with Kenwood, and this ain't no knock on. Now I ain't doing the op thing with them. Not with them. Not with them. They are friends too. They are friends too. All right, cool. So then on the other side, so we picking Kenwood here. All right. Then on the other side we got Curie versus Young. Yeah, that's going to be another good game. Two good friends. All right, so we got Coach Todd Slaughter versus Coach Mike Oliver. And before I even picked this game, I saw something that said for DePaul, right? They just fired their head coach. Yeah. And I forgot who they said that they should get for their head coach, but they said that for all of the assistant coaches, they should get Mike, they should get Ty, they should get Rob, and it was some other person. That shit would be crazy. Bro. That shit. I think they said Mike. I think they said Mike Irvin and Mike Oliver. That shit would be crazy. Bro. That shit would be crazy.
All coaching.
That shit would be crazy. All right, but as far as the game, we got Curie and Young. Now I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. Is Antonio playing? I don't know if that would make a difference. It might. But I do know. Right now, Curie is playing really well. Shout out to Will Gonzalez. All right, everybody know about Carlos. Everybody knows about Carlos. Will Gonzalez can shoot the leather off the ball, and he plays basketball very subtle. If you watching him play, it don't look like he. You know what I'm saying? He talk. Oh no, he talk. He will talk because he get it from his dad. I know his dad. His dad a little stocky, he'll punch you in your nose and push your shit up in your brain. Okay. Yeah, his dad one of them. His dad is one of them. First time I met his dad, I was petrified of the man. And he way shorter than me. But he carried himself in a way stop playing with me. That's his whole look. It's well, I'm not even playing. Just stop playing with me.
Before you start playing.
Before you start playing, stop playing with me. That's how his dad carry himself. We'll talk. But he real mellow. He don't really do a lot of he ain't showboating too much. But he'll talk. If you're paying attention to the game, we'll talk a shit almost the whole game. Wow. But he ain't doing a whole lot of the extra shit from the last couple of times I've seen him play. Okay. But he definitely could shoot the ball. And Young, Ty Slaughter got the experience, of course. Yeah. It's always set up for the city championship games for him, Simeon, or Kenwood to be in that championship game. This is going to be a tough one, but I'm going with Curie. I'm going with Curie. Experience with Ty, I know. I think they got a lot of injuries. Well, some of their main players is injuries. If Will's not playing, if Antonio's not playing, and they played really well this season. They played really well this season. I'm going with Curie. Okay. I'm going with Curie. Just to make sure we get that, don't we just go, Oh, so you're gonna split that one? Yeah. Okay, that's fair. we got to keep those relationships. You got to keep. Some are worth keeping. And I don't mind going and put myself out there, right? That'll cause for some banter with me and Coach Slaughter. Yeah, for sure. Because I'm gonna pick against him in this particular game. He know you're gonna say something. And he know, yeah. Okay, and he gonna say something. He know you're gonna say. I wouldn't be surprised if him or Coach Rob call or text me at some point after they see this and be like, "Damn, you just gonna pick against me?" I expect that. All right, but I'm going with Curie. I think Carlos and Will carry that squad, to that Final Four, and Mike Oliver and leading that team. So I'm going with them. Now, we got Simeon versus Lane Tech. You know how we ride with that. All right. All right. So here's the thing about this one. We got two young fellas on both these teams who we really, really care about. We got Rashad McKinney, and we got Shaheed Solibo. Those is our guys. All right. First year of Coach Tim Flowers with Simeon taking over for the legendary Rob Smith. And then, of course, you got Coach Nick Lagalbo. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. All right. And he has become very supportive of the platform. Very supportive of the platform. I've probably talked to Coach Nick quite a few times throughout the year. I've yet to be able to communicate with Coach Flowers, but we would like to get him up here on the show. Oh, for sure. But Rashad and Shaheed, they like little brothers to us, right? And Rashad, like his dad, Rashad Senior, he show a lot of love. Yeah. You can pick one. I pick. You know what I'm saying? We can be diplomatic and do like we just did last time. Oh, can we? You know what I'm saying? And I'm going with Lane Tech. You going with Lane Tech? Yeah. I'm gonna take Simeon. Okay. I'm gonna take Simeon. Coach Nick, Shaheed, right here, brothers. Am I doing the? Is it look okay? That's that. Okay. All right. I'm going with. It's splitting the chat too. Someone saying Coach Nick is one of the best. It's splitting the chat. All right. Okay. All right. I say here's the thing. Simeon, right now, their year has been probably what you expect it to be after in your first year of a new coach, taking the reins from a legendary coach, and your roster doesn't like pop out at you. Pick with your head, not with your heart. And that's funny. That's our guy, Justin. Shout out to him. Next year, his son is going to be at one of these schools, and we're going to be talking about him. Shout out to Ethan. Simeon is having about a year is about what you expect. They had some injuries. RJ was injured. They had some identity issues as they're trying to figure things out. But I just feel like Simeon just got that city mojo, that city magic when it comes to playoff. That's already on. That's what that's that experience that we talk about. Although Tim don't have it as the head coach, but he's been on that bench. He's been on that bench. And I know Rob been in and out of that building because, he take his son down there to get shots at. Yeah, he did. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm going with Simeon. I think they're going to beat Lane. I think it's going to be like a tight game. And here we go. Here we go. I think Simeon going to win. And I think RJ is going to hit the game-winning shot. Damn. That's what I'm doing. I think Simeon's going to win by 1, and I think RJ is going to hit the game-winning shot. I'm calling that. That's what I think. Okay. All right. So here we go. We got Westinghouse, we got Kenwood, we got Curie, and we got Simeon in the final 4. Should we go ahead and make our picks now, or should we come back one day this week before Saturday to pick the championship games? Let's come back.
We figured out this new tech. We can come back and get back on live
and see what we doing.
Yeah, see what the people see how well we scaled it.
Okay,
You know
how well we scaled it. Let's see where we at.
Let's see where we at. Yeah.
Okay, we see where we at.
Have some fun with this.
We're gonna have some fun with this. All right, so we're gonna come back. So we got for the final 4 on the 8th, we're picking Westinghouse versus Kenwood. We're picking Curie versus Simeon. And then we'll come back maybe the day of and pick those games on the 8th.
That's real.
That's solid? All right, we're gonna do that. That's what we're doing. Y'all rocking with those picks? Tell us who y'all rocking with. All right, and then lastly, we want to give y'all an update on our upcoming guests. All right, so on the 7th, which is tomorrow's the 6th, right? Tomorrow's my mama's birthday.
Yeah, for sure. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to my OG, y'all. Show my OG some love. So tomorrow's my mom's birthday. That's the 6th. We were just in our group chat trying to decide what we was going to do for my mom. I can't say in case she watching because my mom do follow me sometimes, and she be sending me DMs when I'm wilding out. Okay. I know the young people on Instagram don't use Facebook, but I'm on Facebook. I be going crazy on Facebook. I be going crazy on Facebook. So sometimes she'll DM me and be like, well, delete that. My OG do be, and I be deleting it. Yeah, I do. My mom tell me baby, that's too much. I'm like, all right, mom. Because you'll be seeing it. I be going.
It's hilarious.
Every now and then, my mom will send me a DM and be like, yeah, that's too much.
What you think about that last reel with what you was going on? Did you see that one?
She has not yet.
Okay.
But I tell you who did see it. I went to see Xavier on Saturday.
Okay.
Right? As soon as the game over, he comes over to us. He goes, oh, so Exposure One's got commercials now? So he liked it.
We having a good time.
Yeah, we having a good time. All right, so February 7th, we're going to have the Homewood Flossmoor cheer team. All right. This particular episode or this particular interview, I'm very interested in because when you think about sports, basketball and football, obviously we've been covering basketball. The cheer teams are a part of that culture, that basketball culture, right? The young ladies doing their thing. Nowadays you got young men that's on the cheer teams and they getting scholarships as well, right? And they keep the games. And I be hearing that it's cheer beef. I be hearing that they be going at it sometime. And so it's all competition. So we're gonna talk about that. Then on the 10th, we got Chris Hill. All right, he's from Walter Christian Academy. He just signed with Marion University. He came down to the showcase in October, did his thing, got on some radars. He missed his junior year, unfortunately, due to transfer. And then he came down to the Showdown showcase, and he did the damn thing. Had a lot of coaches who were already familiar with him, some who may not have been, kind of like, who's this kid? Yeah. Like, that's intriguing. Yeah. He did his thing down there. So I'd like to think that we played a small, like a little sample size. You know how you get the sample cookies and the sample chocolates? We played like a little sample size and, help him get him on the radar. We just doing it. That's it. And that's it. So he just committed to Marion University. So he's going to be on here on the 10th. And then on the 11th, I'm actually excited about the one we got on the 11th. This is young Dante Montgomery out of Oak Lawn, right? He came to the showcase, which he actually made me think about doing a defensive player award because he got busy. He got busy. So he's coming out of Oak Lawn, and he's having a hell of a year over at Oak Lawn, who is led by senior Corey Lee. But Dante is, he doing his thing. Yeah. Little scrawny little kid. He ain't no bigger than the microphone pole here, pause. But he doing his thing over there. Oh, I absolutely got Julian over Horizon tonight for the person that just asked me that. So we're going to have Dante Montgomery on here on the 11th. On the 17th, we already talked about, we're going to have Coach Josh Anderson up here. And I'm hoping that, I was right because I know he going to come up here and he going to get busy on me if I was wrong. So we got him coming, head coach of Lincoln Park. And then on the 24th and the 25th, we are trying to decide if we go the 24th or the 25th. We're trying to decide if we're going to have a guest in there. Bo may be going out of town, so that's open. And then we're looking for guests for the 27th and the 29th. So you guys can DM me. Hey, what's going on, Papa Cleveland? We see you on the live here. But yeah, we're looking for some guests. Matter of fact, Papa Cleveland, let me ask you right now, because I see you on here. Can we get a little Dev up here on the 27th or the 29th? Let's go. Like, right, it don't hurt but to ask, right? Man, why not? You got to shoot my shot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So let's see if we can get him up there. I would love to get Dev up here, and even if that don't work, I'm sure we'll find some. We'll find. Not only will we find somebody, we'll eventually get Dev up here, because he came to the showcase and did his damn thing too. But he's having some great games for Kenwood, which is why one of the reasons why I picked Kenwood to beat Lincoln Park. And I'm hoping that that stays true. So when Coach Anderson come up here, he don't give me too much of the business. All right. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and start preparing ourselves to get down to this Julian game, Julian versus Horizon. We are picking Julian, friend to the show, Coach Parham. I think it's pretty dope that he's in the championship game. Shout out to Julian High School. It goes really beyond Coach Parham, because my wife's organization, Graduate Over Guns, also do a lot of their things that they're doing for the community out of Julian, like that Washington Park or Washington Heights, that area is called. That's their area that they kind of do for the grant that they have. They got some stuff coming up. They got a thing coming up. I know it's the week before March, so what is that, the 23rd? And then they got something coming up at the end of this month too. But they having like this woman empowerment brunch soon, and they do a lot of good things for the community. They just had their Christmas thing where they gave out like thousands of dollars worth of toys for Christmas, TVs, clothes, toys. It was pretty dope. So they do all of their stuff out of Julian. So shout out to Celeste Suleiman and Yumi Brooks for Graduate Over Guns. So yeah, but who? Are we coming? Yeah, we are. That's what's up. I'm gonna hit you up, Coach. I'm gonna text you. Hopefully you text me back. I had one day when I was trying to get Dev in the showcase, right? And Papa's always busy, right? And so I was telling, friend to the show, Derek Ellison, I was telling him who I was got. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to get Dev on to come to the showcase. Pop had already verbally committed. He like we're coming, right? But I was trying to confirm, getting down to the last little few weeks to the time and he wasn't responding. Busy man. And so finally, when I was talking to Derek about it, Derek must have reached out to Dad, and Dad hit me back like, man, you ain't had to stick Derek on me. The plug. Derek is 100% the plug. Shout out to Derek Ellison, doing big things for everybody in this city. And he's probably helping your child whether you like him or not. That's just the type of guy he is. But, of course, before we go, we're going to give a shout out to our sponsors. First on the list, SVI. SVI. We got to put the...
Wait, because you almost forgot.
What's that?
I know we in the sponsor right now, but you forgot to tell them what's coming up on the 30th.
I did.
Yeah.
I did forget.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for that. March the 30th, we are going to have the Unsigned Senior Showcase down at 167. Myself and 3, maybe 4 other sports writers and bloggers who they do this for a living. Like they do this for a living. We are going to sit together. I'm probably going to take them out to lunch or something. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. We're going to figure it out. All right, we'll figure it out. But I'm going to probably take them out to lunch, and we're going to sit down, and we're going to have a roundtable discussion, and we're going to pick 25 unsigned seniors. No rhyme or reason. I think each one of us will do maybe 4 or 5 till we come up with the 25, and then we'll start sending out invitations. Now, here's the thing to the people that we eventually get around to inviting, right? The goal, last year's Unsigned Senior event, we had about 50 college coaches that ranged from JUCOs to Division IIIs to prep schools, and there was one or two Division IIs and some NAIAs. We are not yet able to have any Division Is in the building because we are not NCAA certified as of yet. But we will have, shout out to Bo, we will be having a live stream, and some D1s will get a chance to see it. But here's the realistic thing of this, and I just had this conversation with somebody on the way over here. Number one, it is March. Right. Ain't no D1 coming for you.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm. If you come into our Unsigned Senior event, that's not saying that you're not good enough to play Division I. They just have their folks. They're busy at the moment. That line is busy right now. So that we need to be realistic. So last year we had a bunch of JUCOs and some prep schools that came to talk to some of them guys. And while some of them took the opportunity, some of them didn't for whatever reason. Okay. And the fact of the matter is that you guys have to jump on these opportunities and make the most out of them. So if you are invited to this Unsigned Senior event, you need to take advantage of this opportunity. These coaches, some coming as far away, confirmed as far away as Texas. There's a coach coming from Texas. I know that to be 100% factual, right? You have to take advantage of these opportunities. Stop letting your homies, and maybe in some cases, maybe I don't want to say don't listen to your parents, but they may be uninformed on the expectations. And so you guys have to be realistic about what's available to you. The goal is free education in basketball, not basketball and free education. It's free education and then basketball. All right, so please keep that in mind. So we got some JUCOs, some NAIAs, some prep schools, some Division IIIs, and maybe a few Division IIs will be there. Some Division Is will be watching. Yeah. They will be watching just to kind of get names and kind of keep tabs on you guys, because you never know with injuries and, middle of the year transfers or people get in trouble, unfortunately, still. So you never know. But for the 25 players that's going to get invited, please keep in mind what you have in front of you. I just want to kind of I have to say that, and I'll say it again. At the showcase, and then at the showcase, it's going to be not your typical like we did in October, where we just doing some all-star shit. We got Coach David Williams, we got Sam Franklin, we're trying to get Juice Williams, and we're going to have some actual college style training action sets. They're going to put them through drills, some skills, and then we'll play some basketball. The coaches are coming to see movements, how you guys react to certain instruction, how you react to coaching, and I might even get a coach out there to kind of run some of their drills. Who knows? I know 2 coaches that would love to come out there and run a drill or 2. So we're going to get this thing popping. And remember, these opportunities are always for y'all, so please take advantage of them. And it's free. And it's free. You're not going to be able to beat free. And you're going to get fed.
Yeah, very well.
Very well.
Very well.
Shout out to Jeremy Fierce Sr. and Jerkin Soul Food. That food was phenomenal at the showcase. And we're having him again.
And we double back and went to the restaurant.
And it was even more delicious. So you coming to get coaches to see you. You coming to get some scholarship opportunities, and you're going to get fed. And then you'll have of course, the videographers and photographers will be there to show love.
Same love.
And shout out to all of them. Yeah. Shout out to all of them, because we had, at the showcase, it was over 100. Mm-hmm. It was over 100. So, we'll see how that goes. So March the 30th, lock that date in. Lastly, to the Shoutouts, SVI, for the merch, for the backdrop. All right. We still got hoodies for sale if you guys are interested. Shout out to Tyree Booker of Numerex. Of course, shout out to the plug, Derek Ellison. All right. Just for shits and giggles, we're going to shout out his partner, Barry Bradford. That's our guy. Friend to the show. What do you call it? The boogeyman.
Yeah. The boogeyman, the plug, interesting.
Yeah. Well, Derek is really the bone collector. So it's the bone collector and the boogeyman. Yeah. So we're going to shout out Barry Bradford just because we can. Yeah. Just because we can. All right. He is the what is he? The CEO, the coach, the owner, the operator, the HNIC of Example Academy. All right. Shout out to him. And of course, lastly but not least, shout out to you, my brother, AGM Plus and Bo Harris. Without you, there's no this. And without this, who knows what I'll be doing. I appreciate you, bro. All right. So we'll be back on Wednesday to pick those championship games for Saturday.
And I see y'all talking about Horizon going to win. There's a few of y'all in there.
Oh, I see y'all.
Don't be too disappointed.
Okay. I see him. That's what we like. We like them to come in here and support their school. But we're going to be down at the game. So if y'all coming to the game, first of all, come correct. All right. Don't be down there acting crazy. Don't be come correct. Please come correct. But come see us. Come see us. We don't play with people's kids. Respectfully. I'm a father. All right, I like my life. I know some of these young fellas they're a little wild around the edges. They're a little rough around the edges. Uncle Moo ain't rough like that no more. I just want to let you know, I don't want no smoke, young fellas. This is just friendly banter, okay? We can banter all day long. That's it. That's the extent of my smoke. It's just friendly banter. I don't want no other smoke but that, okay? All right, let's keep it on the up and up. And with that being said, we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Appreciate y'all tuning in.